let us discuss the question. Do you have a problem, or would you have a problem with Pistons star Cade Cunningham sneaking away with an MVP award just because he happened to play the required number of games, unlike these other bozos who doesn't look be able to even get to 65 games? So just by staying healthy, you can win the MVP award. So I've got Day Spa, my thoughts here, Day Spa, Kentucky Derby, and DNA Embedded. And we will combine all of these things together. We're going to make biscuits and gravy is what we're going to make. Delicious biscuits and gravy. So to begin here, though, I have no problem, zero problem with this. If Cade Cunningham tiptoes through the tulips and ends up going past the velvet ropes and takes home the MVP title because SGA, Luka, Wemby, the alien guy, the Parisian prodigy guy, and the Joker were busy flirting with the attendance office, so be it. I'm fine. Good for him. Availability is valuable. And it's not like Cade Cunningham stinks. He's had very good season. Pistons have been, they were the top team. I don't know if after that loss to the Spurs, they're still the top team, but they have been one of the top teams in the NBA most of the year. So you have a player who's their top player, and he happens to be in position to win the MVP. It's not outrageous, right? And he has been dependable. The others playing bark, chicken with the calendar. Bark, chicken with the calendar. Yeah, they are. Like, the way I look at it, I'm someone who prides myself in showing up to work and being here, and I think part of this job is that it becomes part of the routine, right? If you listen to something, you want to hear that person there, and if they're not there, then you'll find something else to do, and I think it's a big part of it. And I also think if you're on a team and you've got people depending on you, you kind of need to be there. Not kind of, you need to be there. It's a big deal, and so if you're absent, if you can't reach 65 games out of 82, you're not getting robbed out of anything. You're absent. And I would say even at 65 games, if my math is correct, you're missing 20%, about 20% of the schedule, the grind. So do your job. Yeah, and when the league installed the 65-game threshold, it wasn't performance art. It wasn't. It was like, listen, we've got a problem here. This was a direct response to load management theater. Load management theater, which is going on here, starring the biggest names in the association. They're all doing it. They're all doing cosplay as street clothes. Anthony Davis. They're like, hey, I like that street clothes guy, Anthony Davis. Let's be more like him. Let's miss a bunch of games. So if you want the MVP, it's not that hard. We'll be the adults. You show up and you play. You punch the clock. You lace them up. You play the games against the Wizards when no one's there. You play the games against Sacramento when no one wants to see that game because it's Sacramento. You show up to those games, right? And if Cade Cunningham ends up cashing in because he stayed vertical while the others were in a lazy boy chair, then so be it. The MVP award in the NBA should not stand for most vacation player. And if you give it to someone who plays less than 65 games, you're giving it to someone who did not do their job. So why would you reward them? But I do know we live in the age where you do reward this kind of thing. There's a lot of soft people that like this. They want players to miss more games. I always chuckle because those people are called losers. All right, now, page 2, to the Bay Area we go. And I was seeing the fallout of a trade at the deadline here. The Golden State Warriors, they wanted Giannis Antetokounmpo, wanted the Greek Freak. They couldn't get the Greek Freak. Where's the Greek? We couldn't get him. Where's the Greek Freak? Couldn't get him. So they had to settle for their backup plan. You might remember Kristaps Porziņģis, and already alarm bells have been sounded. Woo, 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 woo. Just like that. Porzingis, he missed Golden State's last game, and he is expected to miss the next 2 games because of an illness. And the word is Porzingis, when he was with the Celtics, he was diagnosed with POTS. Look it up, not pot, but POTS. It's an illness, and it's affected him going back a couple of years, to at least to the playoffs in 2024 with Boston. And this season, the Unicorn has appeared in Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. How about 18 games? That's it, 18 games. Not much. Not much. So the question, will the Warriors be haunted by the Kristaps Porziņģis trade? As there are some reports out saying that is the case. The Warriors are already afraid that they have made a terrible mistake in acquiring Porzingis. So to answer the question, I am nodding my head yes. I am nodding my head yes that this is bad mojo for the Golden State Warriors here. The Warriors who are already, and we're a couple weeks into this, they're already sleeping with the lights on because of the Porzingis trade. Like, what have we done? The boogeyman. We've acquired the boogeyman. Bad job by us. You can hear the floorboards creaking at the Chase Center there in downtown San Francisco, right? Buyer's remorse. Oh, yeah. Absolutely a case of buyer's remorse here, and it's alive and well by the Bay. They traded away Jonathan Kuminga, Kuminga's not like the greatest thing in the world or anything like that. However, that was their last shiny asset. That was their last piece of the pie that they could get somebody that wasn't washed up and a million years old who can't play anymore like Draymond Green. They could have gotten something of value for Kuminga, who was in Steve Kerr's doghouse, and they got an expiring contract in bubble wrap is what they got. That's what they got from Atlanta. Porzingis is a 7-footer. He should wear that costume with the question marks on it from Batman, right? The Joker and all that stuff. Because it's insane. Or the Riddler, rather. It's not a cornerstone. He's not a cornerstone guy. And they knew going in he wasn't going to be a cornerstone player. But they were hoping he would not be just another Jenga piece. And that's where he's at this particular point. It's kind of like the Warriors went to the auction, the thoroughbred auction. They bought a thoroughbred at the auction, and they were all excited about it. They started texting everybody they knew. They said, oh, man, we're going to the Kentucky Derby. We just went to the horse auction. We just got a thoroughbred. Oh, you did? Great. They left out the part that the horse they bought was on discount because it had 3 legs. It was missing a leg. So good luck with that, pal. Good luck. I'm sure you'll do very well in Churchill Downs here. And also, I don't want to hear the, well, when healthy speech. I've heard enough of that. I don't need to hear that one more time. When healthy, if only you stay healthy. This just into Fox Sports Radio. Injury-prone players get injured. Video at 11. Injury-prone players get injured. Shocking. A shocking revelation here. So, come on. And Porzingis, now, it's not all bad. He does have a seat. Granted, it's a booster seat, Kristaps Porziņģis, at the kiddie table with street clothes Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, who's, I think he's fishing now. He's not even in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard. And Paul George isn't even invited, and he should be invited, but Paul George, he's not invited. So it's feast or famine, mostly famine at this particular restaurant, and it's a bridge to nowhere. This Jonathan Kuminga trade, other than salary cap relief, I don't know anyone that gets excited about salary cap relief, and if you do, you might want to question your decision-making if you're like that. So 1 minute, the Warriors are hanging championships. It's the dynasty by the Bay. Alameda lose, all excited, right? Oh, man, this is the greatest thing in the world. And now, inch by inch, the Warriors are going backwards, back to a time when Adonal Foyle was the star, right? And where have you gone, Baron Davis and those Monte Ellis and those guys? Bring back Mike Montgomery as the coach. That era of the Golden State Warriors there, and good luck. The fog rolling in on what had been a great run of the Golden State Warriors, and everyone's like, what is going on? What have they done? My God. They might want to contact Joe the Ghost Hunter, who will try to push back on the ghosts there that have already moved in to the Warriors' offices.